Well, good morning, everyone. We were having some problems with the 706, and I did a video on plugs, wires, cap, rotor button, stuff like that. Well, we're still having a problem with it running. High RPMs, it's just there's nothing there. It wants to stall. Low, it'll chug, but what has me worried as I'm turning it over, the exhaust pops through the exhaust, and that's not a good sign. Maybe a valve. What I'm going to do right now is, and I have checked the timing on it. I've checked timing, so I've done everything I could do on the outside that I know of. Now it's time to start checking compression. That's our next step. I went out and bought a compression tester that it's just a cheap old compression tester, and this is what it looks like here. Has little fittings screw down into the spark plug holes, additional line. This end screws into that fitting. This end will this will clip on to this end here on the end like that, kind of like an airline. And what we have to do is pull each plug one at a time. Pull it. I mean, you could pull them all, but we test one at a time to see if all of them are about the same, or if there's one low, or are they all low and it needs rebuilt. That's kind of where we are right now. Now let's see if we can get this started here. Runs 1 to 6, but I'm actually going to start testing from backwards from 6 to 1, just because it's kind of where I'm working. This will tell us a lot as we're doing it. It'll tell us a lot. Even though these are brand new, it's got a lot of carbon built up already. Not too much fuel smell, but we'll probably have to mess around a little bit with the carburetor here as we go before it can go in the field. Not much room with this loader on here to do this, but there's enough. All right, so this collar slides back. That might help. This collar slides back and slides on like that. So we have 25 pounds of pressure in number 6. That's not a good sign. That's definitely not a good sign. Now we will be putting it back together, at least for now, while I decide what to do and find a place to do the heads on it, or the head on it. putting it back together so we kind of know what everything is, where it is, and go from there. That one's been firing. All right, let's see. Zero. I'm 115. That's good. All right, number one. All right, so this one's firing as well. Right. Let's see what this one says. Alrighty then. Had a malfunction. 115. So we'll go back to the number 6 and test it. And see, just to verify. I might have been incorrect on my test. Doubt it. But it's good to verify. Now, zeroed out. Let's hit it again and see. All right. 25 is what it's reading, so we can have a couple of different things cause this. If you remember, the engine was actually stuck when I picked this tractor up. And I didn't horse on it, or I wasn't real hard on it to break it loose. But there is a possibility that in the process, maybe a ring that was stuck actually broke, or it may have already had a broken ring, and that's why it's been sitting. So we know that it's gonna have to be taken apart. And if we're gonna go ahead and take it apart, what's the use of working on just one cylinder? We might as well pull the sleeves, put new rings, new sleeves, and have the heads worked on. So we know that there's already a lot of good stuff. The carburetor's been worked on, new parts in it, new plugs, cap, button, points, new plugs. We know the coil works because it does fire. So we can commence to ordering the parts to do the end frame rebuild kit, and we can see where we go from there. This was just a short video on seeing why this has been a direction on where to go. Thank y'all. Like, share, follow, tell your friends. Chris, I'm gonna come over with a battery. You're gonna get your 15 minutes in today, if you like it or not. Talk to y'all in a bit. Thank you.